What up? What's going on, everybody? So I'm not doing a beer review today. I'm not doing a channeling. Basically, I'm just gonna I just I already made a video, but I got distracted, so I deleted it. So you guys aren't gonna see it, but just poured my last palate wrecker. We're gonna have a little beer over a discussion because I feel I really need to do that. I'm always about doing channelings and beer reviews and all that, but I don't really talk to y'all. And I kind of, I should do that because I was so focused on channeling and giving you guys content that I didn't realize I can just talk and give you guys amazing content just by being me. So a couple things happened today. And I decided, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to make a video talking about this stuff because might as well. If I don't, I feel I'm not doing my job. So, first off, I want to just say that there's a lot of people who are kind of open to the spiritual stuff, kind of open to the alien stuff. They want to nitpick and they want to have this or that. So I am just here today to basically say to all you people who aren't awakened or the people who maybe want some more information, sure, I feel like I'm at a point where I kept my mouth closed for so long, just thinking I didn't have anything good to say, and now it's like I just know so much and I just sit back and watch stuff. So today I started talking, more about this stuff. So I just wanted to say, I mean, this is the way we're going to go. It may take years from now, who knows? Psychics, mediums, beings, whatever you want to say, usually they're correct, but their date is usually wrong, and that's just how it is. No one can predict the future 100%. No one, we can give you possible timelines of things and things that are going to happen, but not a for sure date. So it can be years from now. I don't think so, but it could be years from now that we don't, until disclosure and alien stuff comes out. So basically, I just wanted to start it off by saying, for all you people out there who don't believe in aliens, well, if you don't want to believe in them, you don't have to. I'm not someone where I don't believe it's my job to push stuff, make you believe this. If you want to believe something and you don't want to believe me, that's cool, and I actually respect you for that, and no harm given. You guys who don't know me, you don't know, but I'm seriously probably one of the easiest people to talk to. So I just want to say that aliens are real, guys. They're going to start, making their presence known. Things are going to start coming out. That's just how it is. I don't want to really get into all the religious stuff just because that never goes well. So what if I could be in the middle? If I can kind of be like a mediator, and I can tell you guys, God, angels, I call him Yeshua, Sananda, Jesus. I don't even know. See, I'm just being relaxed. I'm not trying to do whatever, the Buddha, I don't know. I mean, I know more different things like Elohim, Ascended Masters, You can have both of these. It's like that one commercial with that Mexican girl where it's like, why can't we just have both? Well, just so you guys know, you can have both. So I really am not trying to create anything here. There's no separation. I really don't like it where it's religion, versus science, or religion versus spirituality, all this crap. I'm just gonna lay it out there for you guys. Yeah, all of it's real, including aliens. People who don't know anything about aliens, who think they're all bad demons, whatever, go listen to some channelings. Want to know what they actually sound like? It sounds like what you would expect an angel to say. It sounds like what you would expect a benevolent, loving, a higher intelligent being, to speak, basically. And yeah, there's going to be people who are going to say, oh, well, they're just telling you that, and, it's trickery, and they're all demons, and blah, blah, blah. I can tell you guys that I was never at that point. But there was a point where I didn't really, know about aliens or whatever. And I honestly just kind of went with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go explore this. I think this is real. And if this isn't real, I got God on my side. Who cares? What's so bad? Honestly, what's so bad? It's all what you guys are creating up here. People are shackling themselves. You got to open yourselves, But I understand it because I have been there. So I'm just letting you guys know all of this is real. Aliens are real. Reptilians are real. Archons, Arcturians, Lyrans, cat people, feeling whatever. Guys, it's all real. You just can't see it. And sometimes you do and you don't even know. Or in dreams, it's like you go to the astral, you know about all this stuff, and then you come back down here and forget it all, and call all of us, certain things. So that happens. I'm just letting you guys know. The truth is, we are spiritual beings. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience here, okay? When you die, I'm sorry to break it to you, even though I don't feel sorry. There is no hell. There's only a hell if you really believe in it here. And this can be your hell if you make it that. And from what I see from all the Bible people, if you want to come at me with that, all the Bible people spitting revelations, creating their own prophecies, condemning. It's like you guys aren't realizing you're creating the hell here. You're making all this static. You're making that negativity. You're making those fears. And you don't have to. It's because you listen to a book that has been proven, that it has been so edited and so whatever, but because, you guys can't, question the word of the Lord, well, that's your downfall. Just like Barbara Marciniak, I don't even like her, honestly. I don't like her stuff, but I gotta give credit where it's due. She's even said, if you can't question everything, and if you can't speak for yourself, all is over. You already lost. And that's the truth. That's the complete truth. But to calm it down, because I'm not angry or anything. I'm very intense. That's how I am. This is my whole life. So when you go, being quiet about all this stuff and then opening it up, it's like, man, you got a lot to say. I mean, this is a really bad example. It's almost like someone coming out. I'm sure they would have lots to speak about. I don't know. I'm straight, whatever. But yeah, it's like I got so much to say and I just don't care anymore. I really don't care. And with the way things are being, people need answers. People need hope. What if I told you guys that you guys have been living forever? Forever, since this earth was created, since before this earth was created. Reincarnation is real. Listen, if you don't believe in it, that's fine. Don't judge, don't talk down, don't cancel out the people who are, like the star seeds and star child to indigo people and psychic people, and this is this. I mean, if anything, yeah, it may be different than what you want to hear, but aren't they helping? Aren't they trying to help you? Yeah, there are some really negative people, and the spiritual community is very broken. There are a lot of people who agree with stuff, who disagree with stuff, who believe this, that. At the workshop I went to in New York, I even was talking about how people are open to spirituality, and as soon as you bring aliens in, it's all over. They just don't believe it. They walk away. They can't handle it. Can't handle it. Like I always say, why does different have to be a bad thing? Different should be good. Different should not be a bad thing. We should be open to different stuff. But if you guys want to know the truth, all that's going on, the government, they're all controlled. Everything right now is China, Russia, America, North Korea, blah, blah, blah. There's the deep state. They're all working. It's like the shadow government, and they're working with the negative beings. So if you guys want some answers, maybe you should try connecting to the positive beings. And just like people, just like any race, there's good and not bad, but there are people who are going to do good things and people who are going to do bad things. There are going to be aliens that do good things and aliens that do bad things. It's just like that. In my other videos, I have said, the people here who are racist, who are like pitting other humans against each other, how are you gonna deal with life when you realize that the aliens, the beings, and all the planets, all the life that's going on, all the other places, they're all your brothers and sisters too. We're all made from God. And if you realize that actually makes God and makes us cooler, makes him bigger. There are planets, there are universes, multiple omniverse, all this stuff, life, planets, take everything going here. And it's happening in millions of other places that have nothing to do with Earth at all. I mean, I don't want to use anything mainstream because it's all been dumbed down. But it's like in Rick and Morty, they go to, different dimensions, all that kind of stuff. And there's different worlds. I mean, it's not literally how that show is because that's completely just fabricated to make money. But yeah. I mean, it's all real, guys. It's all real. And I'm sorry to break it to you, but when it comes to, religion and all that stuff, it's a belief system. The belief system. You don't want to be in the system. It's almost like wanting to be off the grid. You don't want to be in the belief system. As soon as you're in a belief system, you get locked down, and then supposedly there's that reincarnation cycle. I don't know if this is real, but I'm going to mention it. The whole, like Archon Matrix cycle, where if you believe in that stuff, then you can be looped back in here, all that stuff. I mean, we all reincarnate, but I'm being honest right now, okay? I can always come back on here with my experiences and give you guys the proof, and I have no problem doing it. I'm just letting you guys know, humans, reptilians, Arcturians, Fendorians, Carians, Martians, Greys, Pleiadians, Yael, there's so many different types of beings. And they're all real, people. They're all real. And I was talking to someone today on YouTube. This dude was really cool. He seemed really cool, so I left him a cool comment. I'm happy he was questioning everything. I'm really happy for him because you gotta question things. Like I said, if you don't question things and you take your personal rights and beliefs away, you just sold yourself and you're gone. And there's nothing you can do. So that's good. But anyways, he was saying that basically he was kind of skeptical, which I understand completely, that I was talking about positive reptilians. Now, I think they're the most talked about right now because all the stuff's coming out with, like David Icke, everyone else, and the reptilians control the governments and the world, and, they've been doing it for so long. And, I mean, the Queen of England, it's like the easiest proof, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's true, guys. It's true. Even from my Starseed background, it's like I'm mainly reptilian. No, am I, it's like that show V or whatever where I'm gonna rip off my skin and I'm green and shit? No, that's not how it works. Because I'm a human who have had other lifetimes, mainly as reptilians and other beings, and that's why these Starseed people are here, We're humans just like you, only we remember our past lives and we actually remember, we came from out there to bring, okay, this is the best way to put it. We came from out there to help humanity in spirituality so we can be part of, the galactic stuff again. It's like humanity and Earth shut itself off from everyone. They're not a team player. And, we went down from Atlantis and all that, which is a different video. But basically, we just went down and we always act like we're the only ones out there. To think of space and all this stuff and we're the only people and the only beings, that's really selfish. And you really got to open your mind. But again, I've been there. I wasn't always like this. I completely understand. The last, year and a half to me has been my biggest awakening to all this stuff. If I talked about all this 2 years ago, I would say you're onto something, but you're a little crazy. And now I completely get it, I mean, I understand. So give me criticism, give me comments. I would love it. I really don't care. But anyways, the reptilians, all that shit, guys, I'm sorry, it's real. But they're not, there's the bad ones and the good ones. Yeah, it's going to be hard to figure it out, and some people aren't going to connect, and some people aren't made to connect. But that's the truth. And like I told the guy, we've been in a long cycle for a long time, and it's just been manipulation. It's almost like a negativity's controlled people on the earth. But now it's a new time. People, souls, on the higher dimensions have reached out and said it's time. We need to take this back. We need to do what's right. So that's why all this stuff's going on. It's a purging of the negativity so the positivity can happen. And it sucks because people are going to die. Disasters are going to happen, all this stuff. But if we don't come together and if we don't use what we know and we don't, join in unison, what's the hope, honestly, I mean, what's the hope? I mean, if people don't reunite, if people say politically correct and everyone's separated and this, and you gotta be this or think this way, and if you're this and this, and it's a whole bunch of bullshit, guys. It's a whole bunch of bullshit just to keep you guys locked down, not really see what's inside you, because it's not about what's out there, it's about what's inside you, because all of it's inside you, and that's a God-honest truth. Just like with all the Bible stuff, guys. Sorry to break it to you. They want you to look out there. They want you to think that God's outside of you, to think that you're not powerful. Well, hate to break it to you guys, but God's inside each and every one of you guys. And it's almost like be a brother, I mean, yeah, you can also look at him, I understand. You can look at God as like a father. But it's like we're here so we could resemble and show the God inside us. So we can do, our stuff. We can build technologies, we can explore, we can love, we can create things, we can do all this stuff because we are creator beings. We are, like a mini God in a way. And again, that has nothing to do with saying, oh, well, you don't need God, you're greater than God. None of that stuff. So don't even bother coming at me with that. Because that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm talking about. And that's what you think I'm talking about. You better do your research because you're wrong, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you're wrong. Um, but anyways, guys, if you believe in this stuff and you're, it's leaving, if I'm planting a seed in your mind, that's a sign. And that's a sign because spirits all around, spirits always helping you. You all have your guides. I got my guides. My closest guide right now is a white Lyran, white feline. Imagine how, and I get it. Imagine how it would be seeing, like a 10-foot white, lion walking on 2 feet. Yeah, that's not going to be easy to follow, and you're going to be looked at as crazy, and I get it. But you know what? Go out there, go on YouTube, search all this stuff. There's a reason why, I would even say, millions maybe. I mean, there are a ton of people who are into this stuff. So really look out there. Go find your family. That's what I did. I went out and I found my family. I found my group. My inner family, yeah, they're not too much into this stuff. My mom's open to it, which is really good, But I mean, I don't really think she connects to it. My brother, he probably thinks I'm crazy. My dad thinks I'm delusional. And I basically realized, you know what? I need to go out and need to find where I belong, and this is where I belong. So I found that. Um, but I'm letting you guys know right now. All this stuff is real. Spirit's always with you. You're always connected to Spirit. Spirit will always bring you where you need to be. All you need to do is open up to it. People need to open up to it. Another reason people don't see beings on themselves is because you don't let them in. You have free will. Know how suited you are for this earth. If you went on another planet, you'd probably die. You can't breathe oxygen, you know what I'm saying? This earth was made for us to breathe perfectly. This, for that, just to live, anytime you need help, Spirit's there. God will help you anytime. I'm talking, I can have, trouble, and I can leave it up to Spirit. Instantly, I can get an answer. That's how it is. But you gotta open yourself up. You gotta believe. You have free will. You are in control. It's just all the people who run the world, who want the money, domination, all the crap, because they know they're losing. They don't want you to know this stuff. And people like me, they're probably gonna come after people like me. That's a God honest truth. I have had visions of looking out my window, seeing tanks, seeing martial law, FEMA camps, seeing all this shit go down. I know he's never gonna see this, but Richie from Boston, I absolutely love his channel. And the funny thing is, he's totally against people like me. If you're like me and you're into aliens and spirituality and you connect to this stuff, he thinks all this stuff, all of it, you're being possessed, it's demons, whatever. So this guy thinks that people like me could be, like the enemy in a way. But I completely love this guy because he is spot on with this stuff. If you want to see a truth seeker who's a conspiracy person who finds the truth on stuff without bringing all the spiritual stuff into it, that's your guy. But anyways, he's even had visions recently of aliens. And even though his wasn't positive, I think that just shows. I've had them. Millions of other people are having them. I've been reading comments of so many people having all these experiences. And I'm going to tell you guys right here, I've had 5 of them. And mainly, yeah, there have been some negative ones. I have seen other timelines that are going on right now, just like another version of Earth, you know what I'm saying? Where there was a reptilian invasion. They did come down, and there was a world war, a war broke out, and then they came down. Not everybody, and this doesn't make sense to me, but I had to talk to my guy just because he knew how to answer this and how to tap into it more than me because he's way more experienced with this stuff. And he was saying, yeah, basically not everyone can see them, and that a lot of people who are connected can see these things, and because not everyone can, half the world is basically calling the other half of the world crazy. So a lot of people are having mental breakdowns. People are freaking out. People don't know what's going on there. Um, but then I've had also very positive ones, and they all have to do with ships just coming in from the sky. I had one where a ship came, so I got my family, I got everyone inside, and I went outside, and I just connected with my chakras, connected to God and them, and just whatever happened, happened. And all I remember is I was being lifted up onto the ship, and I don't know what happened since then. I don't know. I've been on many ships. Happens all the time. Probably happens at least once a month, at least. It's probably 2 times a month. 2 or 3 times a month. Um, yeah, that happens all the time, guys. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. This is the truth. And when people awaken to this, I think that's going to be a really big step in producing peace. And it's like what Cryon says. Everyone just assumes, oh, well, what's the best scenario? World peace. Well, where do you go from there? People really haven't thought about that. Well, where do you go after world peace? Because they think that world peace is just not possible. And it's like, that's exactly where we need to go, and we are going to go. But I think I think there's going to be more of that world peace, and then people finally getting together and people forming more smaller unions. I think things should be more decentralized. And basically, I think this is really going to open up stuff. And this is the thing, guys. It's a matter of time. All this stuff I'm talking about, it's going to come out. It's going to happen. And I know there are many other people who agree. It's going to happen, guys. It's already happening. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this, just because I know a lot of people aren't awake, so I don't want to offend anybody, and I'm very intense, so I'm not trying to come off like I'm like on a rant, because I'm not. This is what I'm passionate about, I feel the fire in here, Feel my Aquarian fire going, if you don't know what that is, go look that up. So then you guys know, religions, I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to offend anybody. If that's your thing, okay. Just know that I think it's going to have some shortcomings, and it's going to make things more difficult. When you realize you can have spirituality and God and Jesus and aliens and all this stuff and the dimensions, it all makes sense. And you actually wake up feeling relieved, feeling like I am ready to take on this day. Whatever comes my way, this is literally going to be an adventure, because I live in the coolest experience I can ever have. And I am eternally grateful ever since I was awoken, And then going to that, the Arcturians are the ones who woke me up. I personally feel like I was a master alchemist, and I'm a philosopher, I'm a deep thinker, I'm a free thinker. All my teachers always say that about me. I'm a free thinker, and I think differently. I think almost more of like an older person's perspective. I have classes with like people who are in their 50s, and my teachers are like, I see you thinking more differently out of the box than them. I'm different, and I'm finally accepting it, and I just don't care. And it's like, yeah, guys, it's like, yeah, I'm mainly alien, but I'm human, and I'm telling you guys, this is the way it is, and things are real, but we are all here to love you. For anybody, and I'll probably end it here, for anybody who thinks it's wrong that I believe in aliens, and I do channelings, and I speak with spirits like last week, there was, I actually saw like a ghost being a lady who was she couldn't get to the other side. And I saw this lady standing right in front of my front lawn. And again, this is my third eye, guys. If I opened my windows and I like literally saw with my eyes a dead woman standing there, yeah, there would be a major issue. I'm talking about my third eye. And if you want to know how to open your third eye, go search up a YouTube video, or I'll even maybe make one just like the millions out there. Because that's where all the views are going if you want to know the truth. It's not the channelers, it's the people who are like, third eye videos, meditation, I love Ralph, but it's like infinite waters, you know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. Anyways, so yeah, there is literally a lady who couldn't get to the other side. And it kind of bothered me. But I got into meditation. I connected with spirit. I try to connect with her in any way that as easy as possible because I don't want negative energy rubbing off on me. No, no, no. And basically, I was like, I really hope because for some reason, this lady kept, I kept getting images of her. So she, for some reason, connected to me. And I was like, I really hope she finds her way on the other side. I know that when we go, our loved ones are searching for us to find us, to bring us to where we go in the oversoul. That's just how it is. So I asked and I prayed in meditation that whoever knows this lady from her past who loved her, and obviously God and Spirit, please find her and bring her to the other side because she's lost. And after that night, I have had nothing from her, nothing. And I feel amazing, I feel awesome. It's like, I mean, I know The Exorcist is very violent and negative, but it's like positive. I send a positive spirit that couldn't get to the other side. I help him get to the other side. I feel pretty fucking badass, I mean, I feel like I'm the shit. Um, Obviously help with God and all that stuff because God's everything. And by the way, um, if you're new to this, and so you're thinking of, okay, well, if all this stuff that I believed in, I found out was a lie, then what is God? God is the nature of all things. Imagine, and this may be hard, but again, I'm breaking out of my comfort zone here. Imagine this earth, imagine the universe, imagine space, imagine all the other planets, imagine the motion of things, imagine Gaia, Mother Nature, the flow in time, energy, the nature of all things. Of just how when this happens, this and this. And to me, that's God, man. God's everything. And God is you. Like I said, God's inside you. God is not out there. There is no crazy redemption and you have to pay for your sins and do all this bullshit. No, that's not how it is. I'm sorry. And when you get to the other side, I'm pretty sure you're opened up with just love and there is no hell, guys. We are spiritual beings who incarnate over and over all across the universes to help grow spiritual evolution and to help beings reach their full potential. And why should it be anything else besides that? Why, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know from my thinking, to me, that's what makes perfect sense. To you, excuse me, it may not, but it's like, why would you not want the nature of all things that improves everyone and everything? Why would you not want that to be God? That totally is God. And I didn't, just come up and think, okay, that's God. I saw it. God spoke through me, just like how He speaks through every single one of you guys. And I believe that 1,000% because we all have God inside us. Totally, totally true. Um, but anyways, what I really want to say, because I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there who just don't believe in this, or again, people like Richie who may think that it's all demons and all that stuff. If you ask me, and this is probably the key here, so listen up. If you ask me, Jake, what differences in your life have you had, and how have you changed as a person since you started this journey of spirituality, of aliens, of angels, of beings, of multi-dimensions, and the infinite, and it's like Star Trek, going to where no one's really ever gone before. If you ask me the changes in my life, I've learned to grow and love unconditionally no matter what. And I thought I knew unconditional love before all this stuff, and boy was I wrong. I learned to unconditional love. I learned to love myself, and I mean deep love for myself. Obviously, I get lonely at times. I'm human. Obviously, sometimes I wish I would have a girlfriend again, stuff like that. But I'm at a point where I don't want to say I don't need anybody, but it's like I wouldn't look out there to find someone to make me feel happy about myself, all that kind of stuff, because I love myself and I'm the shit, man. And I'm like my best friend, that's the truth. And everyone needs to get to that point. When you love yourself that much and you are that oneness with your higher self and just in this self and all the defects, all the stuff, nothing can break you down. Nothing can break you down. And then you'll actually see people for who they are, not what you want them to be. And boy, are they beautiful. Are they beautiful? They really are. That's the truth. Um, I've learned to always listen to my heart, to always speak from the heart and connect with people. And when I feel it's needed, even if things are awkward, I know how to just implement um, love, because everything's love. And I'm not even talking again. I'm not talking about romantic love, not at all. Even when I do Reiki on people, sometimes in my third eye, I'll see little hearts going all out, just love, man. It's the truth. Last Christmas, I stayed home and I got into meditation and I thought of all the people who don't have family, all the people who are lonely right now, all the people who want love, who want stuff, and I took everything that I had inside me and I let it all out to people. I even do that to this day when I'm on my treadmill, because my treadmill is I call it my masculine meditation. I get all my anger out, all the bad energy, and then I take a shower, chill for like 15 minutes, and then I go into an actual meditation, which I call my female meditation. Because we're all male and female. If you learn the marriage, the alchemical marriage of the sun and moon inside you, it literally just, in a way, it almost opens up the God inside you that's been there all along. You just didn't really notice. Um, but yeah, like when I'm on my treadmill, I'll even think of all the people I'll think of people who are about to die, people who are about to have their last breath, people who are at work who they need that 1 ounce of energy just to complete their day, or people who, I don't know, they're living a life and they have a certain way they want to feel inside and they don't have it. And I literally let my energy out, let God take it. And I imagine, because that's how I'm wired. I'm very intuitive and imaginative. Sometimes maybe too much. I imagine and I see fourth dimensional energy in the air. After my encounter with an Arcturian in my room, which was amazing, which I ask for like every night. That's probably why I don't get it. You always get stuff when you don't ask for it, like a lot of times with this kind of stuff. It's almost like they want to be secretive, so they don't want to be there when you expect them. But I started seeing fourth dimensional energy, ever since him. And my senses were heightened. And then so I think and see of the energy and lifting it off and giving it to the world. And I think of people. And when I'm running on my treadmill, I'll think about be running and just through planets and space and giving off energy and just it's made me such a better person. I don't do bad stuff anymore. I became an introvert. I was an extrovert. I was someone where I could never be inside. I had to be with people all the time, always at parties, always being the wild person. And now I'm the complete opposite. I'm very honest. I don't lie. I speak from the heart. People just come up to me and just spill themselves. And they're like, "I'm sorry, I don't even know you. I just feel like I can talk to you." And it's like, that's okay. You got some work you got to do, and I'm here to help you. And that's why I'm here. And that's why many of us are here. All of these beings, we're here to help you. Our Turians showed me how to love myself. They showed me how to get myself on my own 2 feet. They showed me how to see what was inside me that I didn't see all along. Almost like, what did I hear recently from Ivan? It was, like I'm a seashell and I have a pearl inside or something like that, and I have to open myself up to see the true pearl, something like that. They really did that, and they love you. Every time I've had an experience with a being, and again, because people think reptilians are the most negative, they are fucking awesome. The positive ones are awesome. And yes, I have been attacked by a negative one before. It was not fun. It was as soon as I woke up to everything. Very, very negative. But when I encountered positive reptilians, they are great. They just wanted to open me up. They showed me vortexes, and they showed me like this vortex that was outside by my house. And they showed me, they wanted me to open my eyes, my third eye, and they were like, "You're so connected, but you close yourself." And they're like, "We don't want that for you. We want you to see the true picture so you can go along your way and do what you gotta do, and we're here to support you." That's what the reptilians had to say, guys. Okay? That's nothing negative. And it was absolutely amazing. It was really cool. But like I said, I have had the negatives. Like I woke up on a ship, and that was not good whatsoever. I kind of freaked myself out because I didn't know what was going on. But basically, guys, throughout all this, and my parents, even though they don't agree with a lot of this stuff, my friends, people said, "You've changed so much for the better," and just like, what's the trick? And I want to open all this up to them, but as soon as I do it, I know they're gonna think I'm crazy. So I really want you guys to know all this is real. Don't limit yourself. Don't think it has to be this or that when it can be both things. Don't ever judge somebody for what they believe in. Again, I don't agree with the religious stuff, but if you're someone where you say you're like a man of God or whatever, and you have your beliefs, even if I don't believe in it, if you are being a better person and doing all these great things, who the, and okay, who the fuck am I to say that you're doing something wrong? That would be me doing something wrong. Because not everyone's truth is the same, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately and unfortunately. Yes, all this alien stuff is true. So it's not like you can say, well, if you want to believe in it, it's real. If not, then this, because we all have our own truths. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm saying everyone has their own way of doing things. That's the truth. And this is going to start coming out, guys. I'm sorry. You can't hide it anymore. You go on YouTube, you see videos, you see all this stuff. People are talking about it. What's his name? Chief Longcrow, showing all the reptilians on the news and all this stuff. Guys, it's happening. Nothing new. One experience I had that was really weird was I was at Home Depot a few weeks ago, and this random guy was behind me and walked up to me and said, "Oh, so how are we doing today?" And so I was like, "Oh, fine, sir. How about you?" And he didn't work there, which made it weird. He was some random guy. And he's like, "How are we doing?" I'm like, "Oh, fine. I'm like, how about you? You doing good?" And he was like, "I think we're doing okay so far." And then, he walked away. I woke up the next morning, and in my cul-de-sac, when I was going into my car to go to Dunkin' Donuts to get some coffee, a van pulled out of the cul-de-sac, and I looked and it was that guy. That guy. So, I know I don't come on here a lot and like say a lot of spiritual stuff that they don't want you to know, but it made me almost be paranoid for a day. I was like, am I being watched? I don't think so. I got 19 subscribers, and most of you aren't going to listen to me, so like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not affecting a lot of people. I will be though, because that's why I'm here, man. I'm telling you guys, throughout all the spiritual stuff, I've learned the reason why I'm here. It's to bring spirituality out, to bring different perceptions to different groups, to unite people. Because we are all one, guys. We're all energy. We're all matter. As soon as, energy goes into matter, it manifests, it creates a physical form. Once that physical form is done, your bodies, your soul, you know what I'm saying? Like this form, once that's done, your energy, your half ounce, whatever it is, of like your soul that they call it's like a half ounce of weight or whatever, that goes. And then you go back in infinite awareness. Just like David Icke says. And yes, I believe David Icke is a reptilian. He talks about, what's it called? Problem, reaction, solution. Yet he doesn't really give you the solution. He opens your eyes. He opened my eyes. He actually got me on this path, so I give him credit. But he doesn't give you the solution. So I think he personally is a disinformer. People say Alex Jones, but I think he has his head so far up his ass. I don't even think he knows what type of alien being he can be. I don't know. But all that's true, guys. Clinton's, yes. Obama, I don't know. Trump, I can say this, and a lot of people are not going to like it, but I'm going to be honest. From all the channelers and all the information and going on YouTube and finding what's real, what's not, and yes, I've watched videos and found out it was false at the end. That's why you got to question it all, and that's why I know what to do now, even though I'm not perfect. Everyone has said Trump is here for the good. Things are going to get bad, but the truth is supposedly he's working with Pleiadians. And supposedly he's going to bring us into better times. I think it has to get worse though. I would give it a year or two. I think things have to be like really, really bad. And because like I always say in my videos, guys, it's always dark before it gets bright. How hard is that to understand and comprehend? Things have to get bad before they get better. If you want things to get better, which that's what's happening, You need the purging, the letting out of all the negativity. And that's the truth. You need the letting out of all the negativity. So you see earthquakes, I don't know if there's any tsunamis. I mean, I'm from Chicago, what do I know? Hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes, volcanoes, all this kind of stuff's happening. Yes, the weather is being manipulated by the government, man-made weather, that's true. But part of it is there's a release of the negativity, and it's not going to be pretty. That's how it goes. So I've said it's like being an old soul, and I know there's going to be some of you guys who see this. Old soul, you have been through this, and I'm speaking to myself when I say this too. Old soul, you have been through this millions of times. So that's why it's extra hard for you, because we've been here, and it's like we want this to just be over already, because we feel like we know it's coming. And it sucks because, like I've said, people are going to die, there's going to be disasters. But we're going in a positive future. We are. It's a new paradigm. Go listen to Cryon. That's what he talks about the most. I love Cryon, so I'll totally drop his name. Go listen to Cryon. Listen to Ivan Teller. Listen to Human Colony. There are so many people out there, guys, and they are doing this from the bottom of their hearts because they truly know the truth, just like me, and they just want everyone to be okay. And we can all live in this high vibration and energy and love, but you can't do it in an old energy. It's not going to work. So it's like out with the old, in with the new. That is the most simplest way I can describe what's going on right now. So I think that wraps it up. I basically just went on a rant for 40 minutes, but I mean, not really a rant, but I really needed to say that, so I'm happy. And if you guys have questions, if you guys disagree with me, please comment below. I don't care. I'm not going to be offended. I respect it. I mean, if you're sitting there swearing, being purposely being bogus, yeah, it's not going to go well, but you need to question all this. Question. I would love it if someone questioned me. I was like, yo, I kind of believe in this, but I kind of don't. I don't know if you're telling the truth on this, whatever. Can you give me some insight or show me in a direction? That's what I'm hoping for, because we need to do this. And if you guys see anything in me, just know you have this inside you too. Open it up. I feel like there's a language that wants to be spoken. Again, I don't know what it is, but when you know galactic languages, they come at the times they're needed. So we'll see how it goes. Huku uno wakatiataka. Unashi shunawaya kiazata. Ono kukoloto kowata siata kowanawayo. Onashi uzike una fianata. Zia hua ia kuahianaka. Onashi huatiasata. I don't even know what that means, but you know what? It came from the heart. It felt needed. It's a galactic language. If you guys want to learn galactic languages, it's really easy. I thought it was impossible at first. And all I did was open my heart, and you gotta let whatever comes out, guys. It's like going into a room, and when I did it the first time, I was in front of 25 people I never even knew before, So it's like, imagine going to going in front of an audience and just letting out. That's what you gotta do. But once you do it, guys, there's no going back. There's no going back. That's the truth. I do feel some arterial around, for sure, but I'm not going to get into that stuff right now. This needs to be just for the regular people who need to know. We're all equal, so when I say regular people, I just mean the people who they don't know so much about this stuff. Like I want this to be like an intro kind of video. You know what I'm saying? So no offense, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. All you guys can attain this. And it's really easy. It's not like, oh my God, the world changed because now I know the true meaning of life and everything. I'm ready to go. It does change, but it's not like everyone around you and everything else bends to you. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say bows, a really bad way to put it. It doesn't bend to you. So that's what's hard about a lot of those people. Just because we know stuff doesn't mean, oh my God, it's going to make it easier. It actually makes it harder. I know the truth. So that was my video, guys. All of this stuff is real. It's made me a better person. I definitely just don't want to go back to 3D, the old bullshit. You know, if I gotta stay here in 3D and help people, so be it. But if I can do it in 4D and like tap into more stuff, it'd be amazing. But anyways, I just wanted to say that because there are so many people who they believe in this stuff and they don't, and there's this and that, and it's like, guys, don't overdo yourselves. Don't make this complicated. Just like Will would always say, the KISS method, man. Keep it simple. I know that's just one S. He says keep it simple, spirit, but I think that's kind of hokey. So I just say keep it simple. KIS, keep it simple, guys. So I am Jake. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't even know if anyone's gonna watch this. So thank you for joining me. And I will see you guys for a beer review or for a channeling or to do one of these because I can go on for 36 hours for one. So thank you guys. I'll talk to you guys later and peace.